Evoditv here, tuning in at about, it's 10 p.m. where I'm at. I don't know. What time is it where you guys are at? Thank you so much for tuning back in to day 13 of, is it 13 or 14? Whatever day it is, of the 21 Days of Authenticity Challenge. So today I'm going to talk about how it took me 23 years. Hey VK, hello. It took me 23 years to get delivered from my demons. 23 years of praying and fasting and going to different churches and calling out on God and doing everything I could. It took me 23 years. 23 years. Okay, let me tell you what I mean by it took me 23 years. It took me 23 years because I was told at one point in my life when I was trying to go forward and I just couldn't, I was trying to graduate and all this, I was told by my pastor, a prophet, and other people that my soul was taken and by, the witches of my family and, and they was put under the ocean, under a rock or something. I don't know, witchcraft stuff. For Africans, you guys know what I'm talking about, witchcraft and it's craziness. But I was told that, yeah, all my destiny and all that, was bound by the witches of my family and all that. So I'm there trying to be as faithful as I can to God. I'm going to church every single Sunday. I'm going to prayer meetings every single Monday. I'm giving food to the poor every Tuesday. I'm going to, hello, Aaliyah Jones. How are you doing? Hey, Heather. I'm going to Bible study every Thursday. I'm going to pray overnight prayer on Friday. I'm doing youth meetings on the Saturday. I'm going to church on Sunday because I want to be delivered. And for years I'll just cry to God thinking, God, deliver me. I don't want to live like this. I would get angry all the time. My anger was insane. I was depressed all the time. I was always dropping out of school. I couldn't get anything right. And I'm like, okay, God, I want to serve you. I want to live the good life. I want to live the life that, all successful people live. Why won't you deliver me? After 23 years, I'd like to announce that I'm delivered. Praise the Lord. And I'd like to tell you how, because I find that a lot of people are seeking this deliverance, this healing, this enlightenment, this transformation, this breakthrough. There's this thing that people are seeking, and they're persevering and they're sacrificing. And I feel like I finally found the way. Oh, when I say 23 years, yes, it took me 23 years because apparently the prophet that told me about my, my soul being taken and all that, they said that it was done before I was even born. It was done before I was born. All of this was done. So I'm only 23 years old and I only recently was delivered. So that's what I mean by it took me 23 years, because my whole life I felt like I've been trapped. I've been in some sort of cage. It hasn't been fully me living. And what I have come to understand with my experience and everything that I've gone through was that, hold up, we are playing around here. All of us that say that we believe in God, all of us that say that we're praying to God, God deliver me, God heal me, God speak to me, we're playing with him. We really are. Because it wasn't until I understood that it is finished. It wasn't until I understood that I have that power in me. That's when I was like, okay, I don't have to do all of that. I don't have to do everything that I'm trying to do to try and please God. If I just fast and pray and do this, maybe he'll deliver me. Maybe he'll take me out of all this mess I'm in. My son is here and he's gonna join us. So Amari, say hello. Say hello. So maybe if I were to just do the right thing, maybe God will deliver me, because it was hard. It was so hard, always messing up. I know what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm not doing it. And the Bible says you're supposed to be doing this, all of these things that you're supposed to be doing, and I just couldn't do it. And I thought, no, it is the demons inside of me. You know, it's the witches of my family. It's witchcraft that's doing it. Yeah, say hello. Okay, go to Ava. She's going to wash your face, okay? No? Okay. So, I guess you're going to stay with us. You're going to hear some good words, okay? If you have anything to add, just let me know. So, I would just be there thinking, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I don't know. God, come deliver me. God, come deliver me. Little did I know, I had that power inside of me the whole time. That whole time I went through going to church, fasting and praying and asking God, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I didn't realize that it's finished. It's finished. The job was done already. I was already delivered. I'm already healed. I'm already freed. I'm already abundant. I'm already that. I just had to walk in it. I just had to claim it. I just had to claim it. That's all. And it wasn't until I realized that, okay, if you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always got. This idea of generational curses, because especially, and I'm speaking to my Africans tonight, because I know how we really like this idea of, you know, witchcraft and curses and, you know, God and all of that, but we don't look at us taking accountability for our own actions. This is my theory. This is just my theory of generational curses. What if a generational curse is only a habit that you teach your children? A lifestyle that you teach your children, a way of living that you pass on to the next generation. Therefore, they receive the same results that you have, and we call it a generational curse. For example, if I don't learn to love myself and value myself and all of that, and I am just, you know, doing whatever, hanging here and there, sleeping around, all this kind of stuff, and my daughter sees that, and if she ends up getting pregnant at 15 years old, is that a generational curse, or is that something that she saw? If we have this thing where people in our family always die at 27 years old, but everyone in our family does this thing at 27. We eat a certain food at 27, you know, before we get to that age. We do all these kind of things before we get there. Then is that a generational curse? Or is that just a habit that you keep doing? A thought you keep thinking, a way of life that you keep living that's making it so that, yeah, generation after generation, it's the same thing over and over and over again. Because if you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always got. I really believe that it wasn't until I took accountability and said, okay, enough of being the victim. I'm not going to be a victim anymore. Because that's what I was doing and going and crying to God and saying, God, look at my life. God, look at I go to church every day. You know, I pray, I read my Bible. Why is this happening to me? God, why are you doing? That's victim mentality. I am not a victim. We are not victims. We are victors. So why are we there crying and begging and crying? What are you crying for? What are you crying for? Your problem is solved. Your problem is solved. The answer you're looking for, it's already there. But until you stop focusing on that problem, until you stop focusing on that limitation, until you stop focusing on whatever that thing is that's stopping you, that's bothering you. If you're looking, for example, my son is right here. Amari, say hello to everyone. Say hello. Okay. So my son is right there. If I'm looking this way, I can't see him. So I'm here looking here saying, oh God, my son, and I'm looking this way. When my son is back there, I won't be able to see him unless I turn the other direction. And then I'll say, hey Amari, hi. And say hi. Okay. So I won't be able to see that. And it's the same thing with your situation. You're crying about something. You're wondering about something. You keep saying, oh, why does this keep happening? When is it going to stop? When is my breakthrough going to come in? But you keep looking at your problem. You keep looking at what's bothering you. When is the solution ever supposed to come? You cannot have the solution to your problem with the same mind that created the problem.
If you're looking at the problem, the only thing you can see is the problem getting bigger. That's the only thing you can see, because the only thing that can ever exist is what you focus on. You can't focus on two things at once. Hey, Anthony. Hey, Carlo. Thank you for tuning in. You can't focus on two things at once. So you got to turn away from whatever it is that's bothering you. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard because sometimes it's just easier to be upset and mad and angry. I know. Trust me. I know. Sometimes I'm like, I know that I should be the bigger person. I know it's all going to work out. But you know what? Right now, I just want to be angry. And because I wanted to just be angry and focus on that anger and focus on how life was so unfair and why is this happening to me, that's all I ever saw. And that's all I ever got was that problem and how that problem was so unfair. Even when people come come, listen to what happened to me. Listen. That's all I could do. That's all that was there. It wasn't until I thought, okay, how can I get out of this? And actively start making moves. Don't just pray and wait. Why do you think we have hands and feet and people? And why do you think we have a mouth that can create? Why have we been given that power? Why is it in the Bible that says that you're able to move mountains? You're able to walk on water. You're able to do what I did and more. Why are we doing that? We're sitting crying about something. We're sitting asking God to solve the problem solved. You have bigger problems. Your bigger problem is that you are a creator. You are abundant. You have so much inside you. That's what you need to focus on. It's funny because we always talk about, as I walk through the valley of the oh, I can't feed you on camera. I'm sorry. You're going to have to wait until we're done, okay? Okay, thank you. Thank you for being patient. But we talk about, as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. What does that mean? As you walk through your trials, as you walk through your tribulation, as you walk through these situations that are annoying you, are making you have sleepless nights, are making you cry, that are making you have a heavy, as you walk through that, I will fear no evil. Don't fear nothing. You can't fear nothing. As you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, don't fear nothing. As you go through life and things don't work out for you, don't even focus on that. As you go through life and you just keep getting hit after hit after hit, no, I'm sorry. Don't focus on that. Do not focus on that, because that everything you need, everything you want is already done. It's all done. Everything is done. So, and that's why I love saying that. It's finished. It is finished. I love that line. That's my favorite line of the Bible. It is finished. And I really would love it if you guys really dwelled on that phrase. What does it mean, it is finished? Are you guys applying that to your life? It took me 23 years to get to the point where I'm like, okay, I am not a loser. I am not somebody that demons are taking over my body, therefore I can't control myself. I'm not possessed, and well, that's why I had children young. There was no, my soul wasn't taken and put under the ocean by the witches of my family. That is not true. That all of those things, all it did was take my power away. And how can that happen when Jesus said that everything that I have, I give to you? So basically, the Spirit of God is in me, and I'm going to have demons running around inside of me? No. I was lied to. We were all lied to. Okay, maybe not lied to, but I guess we just misinterpreted what was being taught, because you have the power to get up and lead wherever you're in. My coach told me something so amazing, and I'm going to leave you guys with this because my son really needs to go to bed. I'm going to leave you with this, is what my coach always tells me, is when you're in a problem, there's only two options. You're either in it or you're out of it. But as soon as you start moving, now you have multiple options. I'm going to say it again. So when you're in a problem, the only option is to either stay in it or get out. And you think, oh my gosh, I don't want to be here. How am I going to get out? I don't want to be here. How am I going to get? But as soon as you take your feet and start moving by faith, if you have to, but just start moving, you're no longer in it. You're no longer in it, and now you have a whole bunch of possibilities and opportunities standing your way. And it won't have to take you 23 years to live your best life. You can live your best life now, right now. So that's what I wanted to leave you guys with. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'm going to say good night. Say bye-bye, everyone. Au revoir. Au revoir, tout le monde. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Okay. Wait, let me see if we can say hi to some people. Hello, Moussou. Bonjour, Ken. Hello, Pia. Trésor. Salut. Okay, Terry. Okay, well, see you guys.